Imagine the sun just turns off. Not exploding, not dying, just off. Like a light switch flicked in the middle of the universe. No warning, no final goodbye. What would actually happen to you right now in the next 5 seconds? Most people guess wrong. They imagine instant darkness, instant freezing, instant panic. But the truth is so much stranger than that. You wouldn't even know it happened. Not for 8 minutes. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. So even if the sun vanished this exact instant, you'd still be standing outside, soaking in warm, golden sunlight. You'd be looking at a ghost. A memory of light, traveling through empty space, lying to your eyes. Creepy, right? But that's only the beginning. Let's fast forward. 8 minutes and 20 seconds pass. The countdown hits 0, and then it happens. 5 seconds of total solar shutdown. Sounds short. Sounds harmless. 5 seconds. You've waited longer than that for a YouTube ad to skip. But almost nobody understands what those 5 seconds actually mean for a planet that depends on the sun for literally everything. Let's break it down, second by second, like a countdown to chaos. Second one. The sky doesn't just dim, it collapses into a kind of darkness humans have never witnessed in recorded history. This is the darkness of deep space, dropped suddenly onto a daytime sky. Birds in the air don't know what's happening. Some literally drop, confused, mid-flight, their internal clocks shattered in an instant. Streetlights with light sensors flicker on all at once across an entire hemisphere. Now picture this. Every solar panel on the planet, the ones powering homes, hospitals, satellites, they go completely dead. No transition, no fade out, just zero. But here's the scary part. It's not the darkness that should scare you. It's what happens to temperature. Second two. You'd expect Earth to start freezing instantly, right? That's the classic mistake, and it's wrong. Earth isn't like a stove that cools the moment you turn off the heat. It's more like a giant, slow, lazy furnace. It holds on to warmth. The oceans alone store unthinkable amounts of heat. The ground, the air, your own body, none of that disappears in 5 seconds. So no, you wouldn't suddenly turn into a human popsicle. But, and this is where things twist again, your eyes would still be panicking. Second three. This is where everything changes. Because while temperature barely moves, gravity does something almost nobody talks about. If the sun's mass vanished along with its light, Earth would lose the gravitational pull holding it in orbit. No sun gravity means no curved path around it. Earth would stop curving and start flying, in a straight line, into the freezing nothingness of space. Forever. But wait, remember, this is only 5 seconds. Even traveling in a straight line, Earth barely shifts position. We're talking a deviation smaller than the length of a football field compared to the size of our orbit. So we wouldn't be flung into deep space yet, but the clock would already be ticking on something far scarier. Second four. Let's talk about something most people never think about. Plants. Photosynthesis doesn't just pause like a video buffering. Plants rely on a continuous flow of light to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. Stop that flow, even briefly, and you create microscopic stress at a cellular level. Multiply that across every forest, every farm, every ocean full of plankton, and you start to see the bigger picture forming. This isn't just a lighting problem. This is a planetary life support system flickering. Second five. And then, just like that, the sun turns back on. Light floods back across the sky as if nothing happened. To you, it might look like a weird flicker, a glitch. Maybe you'd blink, rub your eyes, check your phone to see if anything broke. Most people would probably just blame their Wi-Fi. But behind the scenes, the planet just experienced a 5-second trauma test. Here's where the real mystery begins, because 5 seconds feels small to us. But to power grids, satellites, and global infrastructure, 5 seconds is an eternity. Let's talk about what survives and what doesn't. Satellites depend on solar panels for power. A sudden blackout can force emergency shutdown. Some reboot fine. Others drift silently, lost in orbit. Imagine GPS glitching worldwide. Planes losing precise location mid-flight. Pilots wouldn't crash, but for a moment, they'd briefly fly blind. Power grids relying on solar storage feel a sudden voltage drop. Some recover instantly. Others face blackouts. All of this because the sun blinked. But the real mystery is the atmosphere, shaped by solar radiation. Even a brief pause causes measurable pressure shifts. Nothing catastrophic in 5 seconds. But sensors worldwide register something unprecedented. The sun has never paused, not even once. Now imagine this happening at night, on your side of Earth. You might sleep through it, unaware the universe just glitched for your neighbors. Now imagine it happening in daylight, in front of millions. Darkness falling instantly, without warning. Phones light up. People scream, record, panic. Some think it's the apocalypse. Some blame aliens, simulations, secrets. We don't fear darkness. We fear the unknown hiding inside it. If the sun vanished forever, Earth wouldn't die instantly. We'd survive weeks, cooling slowly like coffee left on a table. Plants would die first. Oceans would freeze from the top, insulating the depths. Within a century, Earth becomes a frozen, silent ghost world. All from a 5-second thought experiment. This was never really about the sun. It's about realizing just how fragile we are, balanced on a star we never think about. 5 seconds of darkness wouldn't destroy us, but it would remind us of something we forget. We're not really in control here. We're just incredibly lucky.